Welcome back to Atlantic Focus. Ryan's Fancy Remembered. Tonight we're going back to 1975 when Ryan's Fancy took the Bonavista line. And Fergus O'Byrne is with me tonight. Fergus, you spent so much time traveling the province, collecting stories and songs. And of course now we're heading to Bonavista Bay, and there's a great songwriting tradition there.
Yeah, well, there's a great songwriting tradition all over the province, but even if some of the songs came from the old countries like England and Ireland, people quite often changed lyrics in them to suit their own purposes. People in those days were so much into making entertainment for themselves, and this next particular song actually is written by a fellow named Mark Walker, who was a great songwriter. Another great song he wrote was the Yanties of Plate Cove, but Mark Walker wrote this Tickle Cove Pond. And then you've got the Divines from King's Cove, sometimes referred to as the Athens of the North. I mean, you know, just to do with the writing and the prolific sort of educational aspect of the whole thing. People knew so much about everything.
And as an Irishman, I guess it must have been quite interesting for you all to come here and see, you know, the caliber of the Newfoundland music being written, being performed here.
Yeah, we were always amazed. Everywhere we went, there were always characters and always people who had something to offer. And, you know, at the least unexpected time did you have somebody in a room where you were filming somebody else, and all of a sudden this person over in the corner, he either was a great accordion player or a great storyteller or a great songwriter, and he'd be noted down, okay, well, we'll go back to him and for another time.
Such fun, hey?
It was just an amazing time. I mean, thinking back on it, we didn't, you know, it was a job and we were going through not going through the motions, but we were going on and on just from one place to another. But looking back on it, the amount and the volume of work that was done was incredible. And the footage, I mean, the footage of a time gone past, it's just great to see it.
It is, it's fantastic. Let's see some more of it now. Let's go back to the Bonavista line with Ryan's Fancy.
One of our fellow passengers on our trip to Bonavista was a congenial gentleman from Bloomfield, one of the towns along the line. We could never have hoped to meet a more happy-go-lucky train traveller. His name is Clifford Keats.
One Saturday night, as I suppose, Kate stayed up to iron her clothes. Tommy stayed up for company, a fare that Kate would loan someday to me wakeful laddie, oh laddie, full of day. There was a hook to the pewter shelf. No one knew but Kate herself. The youngest shirt up by the sleeves, they both backed out by slow degrees. To me wakeful laddie, oh laddie, full of day. Ooh. Now Kate is married and lives to herself, thinks on the hook to the pewter shelf. Tom is married and lives to his ease, is into the shirt and out to the sleeves. To me wakeful laddie, oh laddie, full of day.
Goodbye, Clifford.
Wakeful laddie, oh laddie, full of day.
Woo! Lay hold of the cordage and pull all your might, and lay hold of the bowline and pull all you can, and give me a lift with porkets on the pond. Well, in cutting and hauling, in frost and in snow, we're up against troubles that few people know. And 'tis only by patience and courage and grit and eating plain food we can keep ourselves fit. The hard and the easy we take as it comes, and when country's over we shorten our run. Well, to hurry me all in the spring coming on, they lost the old mare on the Tickle Cove Pond. Oh, lay hold, William Old, for lay hold, William White, lay hold of the cordage and pull all your might, and lay hold of the bowline and pull all you can, and give me a lift with porkets on the pot. Try it again. Lay hold, William Old, for lay hold, William White, lay hold of the cordage and pull all your might, and lay hold of the bowline and pull all you can, and give me a lift with porkets on the pot.
The costly construction of the Newfoundland Railway, completed in 1905, left the government of the day heavily in debt to the Reed Company, the builders of the railway. In 1909, the government repaid this debt in a deal which called for the construction of branch lines in several districts of the province. The people in these districts associated the railway with progress, and they applauded the government for what government members later admitted was a political payoff. This line is one of 3 that have outlasted the mainline passenger service, and we like to think it will last for a long time yet to come.
We're having a fine time today on the train on our way to Bonavista. We'd like to thank a few people: Bill Warnell, Frank Walker, Kurt Barnes, and our conductor here, Frank Yetman. Thanks, Frank, for organising everything so well for us.
Well, it's as good as we could do. We did our very best.
Yeah, you sure did. Listen, how long have you been with the railway?
25 years.
You were with the Bullet for a while, were you?
Yeah, for a good many years with the Bullet.
What were you?
Oh, I worked as a trainman and as conductor.
And how long are you on this famous line?
Oh, now, well, off and on. Well, right now it's steady. I was off about 2 months, but about over 2 years. 2 years now.
Yeah.
Steady, but this one, except after 2 months.
I think this is the only train, or is there another train in existence in Newfoundland commercially used?
Yes, there's another train. There's 211 and 212 on the Carbonear run. St. John's also 207 and 230, 207 and 208.
Right.
To run from St. John's to Carbonear, right, and return from Whitburn to Carbonear and back to St. John's.
The Bonavista runs, what, 4 times a week?
3 days a week.
3 days a week.
Monday, Wednesday and Friday.
Could you give us, Frank, just offhand, the name of the places we're going through today? The name of the stations?
Oh, we left Clarenville, and after we departed the Shoal Harbour, we first stop where we came into a small settlement, Morley siding. And then the next place was the regular stop was Lethbridge.
Right.
After there, well, the regular stop was Princeton.
Right.
And on to Trinity Junction, and Trinity East, Port Rexton, and Catalina, and final stop, Bonavista.
Bonavista. Well, I'd like to thank Frank Yetman in particular for looking after us this afternoon. If you ever have a chance with your kids or your wife or your girlfriend or your lover, whatever it is, make sure you take a trip on the Bonavista line. And Frank Yetman will look after you.
I think you'll enjoy it.
A fine crew, a fine train.